Short film as a media form could be considered to utilize the conventions of the horror genre in a more creative fashion than that of a feature, through its directness and ambiguity, despite being unable to fully develop characters with the same depth as a feature film. It has therefore been argued that the strongest way to engage a spectator is by appealing to our general concern for other people, and through short film's immediate establishment of a situation, a direct connection is created with the audience. This immediate connection can lead to a stronger emotional response to stimuli, especially in regards to the portrayal of victimization in a character. Within David Sandberg's Lights Out, Lotta's introduction identifies her as a victim through her isolation in the apartment, leading to spectators being able to identify with her through this familiar setting. Tension is created when the figure appears as she turns off the lights, stemming from an innate fear of another invading your home. This fear is reinforced through the claustrophobic setting of the apartment, as well as the sense of entrapment generated through the low lighting. Furthermore, the figure's appearance and ability to move only in darkness is a convention used widely in horror and foreshadows the eventual demise of the character. Another convention of horror that Sandberg utilizes well is that of the hidden threat. It has been argued there are many good reasons for keeping the monster hidden, as the unknown is the most frightening thing. Indeed, the creature in Lights Out is only completely revealed at the end to the audience, with the build-up to its appearance creating suspense. This technique has been used in a few of Sandberg's other films, such as Attic Panic and Not So Fast, as well as many feature films. Its effectiveness in creating a response from the audience is due to the threat the spectators conjure in their minds, which is always worse than what they eventually see on screen.
Ugh, it's that smell again. Oh my god. It's standing right behind you.
The ambiguity of the creature's identity and intention forces the audience into a voyeuristic role, as the spectator is engaged when the film invokes empathy towards characters. This is demonstrated through the slow tracking of Lotta's bedroom door, where the audience helplessly waits, just like the character, for the monster to strike. It could be argued that short films have the ability to generate a greater response in an audience through the limited time frame a character has to live. Unlike a feature, where there is a slow build of tension, climaxing in a scare, and followed by a new equilibrium, within short films there is no time for an audience to prepare for the scares, or for the characters to figure out how to defeat the monster. The short time frame acts as a ticking time bomb, leaving the audience with the knowledge that there will be no resolution. However, short film still holds the ability to gradually create anticipation. This is present in Lights Out and Attic Panic, where the audience is left on edge until the film's climax, where the scare appears. Furthermore, the film ends as the full impact of the problem dawns on us, with the character being trapped with the monster. This final scare generates an ambiguity for the film's conclusion, where the audience assumes the character has been killed, but is left with no closure of what has truly happened to them or what will happen next. Lastly, one of the most fundamental conventions of film in creating a response from the audience is through sound. Iconic music scores such as Hitchcock's Psycho and Spielberg's Jaws demonstrate the vast impact soundtracks can have on an audience's response. Thus, music and sound design play a crucial part within horror to manipulate the spectator's emotional state through operating as signposts for unseen elements. This means the scares are purposely designed to appear out of nowhere, but are cued by specific sights and sounds. This can clearly be seen in Andrea Sporhi's Alexia. As Franco goes to click on the image of Alexia, the music tapers to silence, then abruptly increases in volume as the image on his screen violently changes. Audiences are momentarily startled from the visual and audio disruption, which leaves them in a heightened state of suspense. In conclusion, short film as a media form successfully utilizes the conventions of the horror genre in creating an emotional response from the audience. Even though the indisputable demise of the character is established through sound, timing, and isolation, an immediate connection is created with the audience through the image of familiar safe settings. Tension and an emotional response is generated when these settings are invaded by others, playing on the audience's own inborn fears.